is a very auspicious day, special day. In Vedic culture, we follow the moon calendar. So 14 days cycles, actually 28. So 11 days after the full moon, that is called Ekadashi. Ek means 1, Das means 10. Easy. Ekadashi. 11 days after the full moon, that is Ekadashi. That is Shukla Paksh, the bright fortnight. And then again, 11 days after the dark moon, that is again another Ekadashi. So every month, this Tithi, this lunar day, comes 2 times a month. So, especially in Hindu culture, right? In Tamil Nadu, which day you fast for Murugan? Nothing. Anyway, many people believe like this. In North India, Thursday I think is for Shankar, some day for Hanuman, some day for this, some day for that. But you ask them which is the day of fasting for the Supreme Lord, and many people do not know this. So this day is called very special powers here. So these things which are associated with the Supreme Lord, they are called Krishna's Tadiya Vastu, Krishna's own property. Of course, Krishna in one sense, in every sense actually, he is the source of everything. In Bhagavad Gita, right? Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava matva sarvam pravatate iti matva bhajantimam buddha bhavasyaman vitaha. O Arjuna, everything, I am the source of everything material and spiritual. Those who know this worship me with affection. Ready, August?
Agash.
August, sorry.
That's alright. That's fine. Better to know, right?
I was probably a lot closer than most Englishmen. August. So, in every sense, Krishna is the source of all creation. But still, there are some things which are his own personal shrishti, his own personal creation. Like all the souls are not Krishna's personal creation. In a sense, they're produced by Krishna's Tatastha Shakti. The material world is produced by another power of Krishna called Maya Shakti. But that which is personally created by Krishna himself, that is called his Tadiya Vastu. These things very dear to Krishna. And who respects those things which are dear to Krishna quickly also becomes dear to Krishna. Like August, right? If you introduce me to your mother, because you would say, this is my friend. And immediately your mother would have so much affection for me because friend of her son. Of course, this is a material example. So that thing which is directly related to Krishna, if we can develop faith in those things, if we can respect those things, very quickly we will attract the attention of the Supreme Lord himself. For this reason, one time Parvati, Devi, she asked to Mahadev, what is the greatest object of worship? What is the topmost person to worship? So Shiva smiled, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Oh Devi, you should know that the worship of the Vishnu is at the topmost Aradhana, topmost worship. Aradhanam Sarvesham. Many, many different types of worship. This goes, this. But the best is Vishnu. Then he smiled because one should not cheat one's own wife. So he thought. But still, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Tasmat Paratanam Devi Tadyanam Samacharam. But Devi, there is only one thing which is superior to the worship of Vishnu. That is the worship of his Tadiya Vastu. Means Krishna's own personal thing. So, that which is related to Vishnu, this is considered even superior to Vishnu himself. Who said? Uddhav, Narad, great Mahajans. They said, what is the symptom of love of Krishna? So, Parad Narad Uddhav, Prahlad, Narad, Uddhav, they said, Ananta Mamata, Ananya Mamata Vishnu, Ananya Prema Sangate, Bhakti, Uchite Bhishma, Prahlad, Narad, Uddhav. Bhishma, Prahlad, Narad, Uddhav. They said, what is the symptom of love of Krishna? Ananya Mamata Vishnu. Prema, or pure love of God, what's its symptom? Ananya Mamata Vishnu. Ananta Mamata, Ananya Mamata Vishnu. Feelings of one-pointed possessiveness for Krishna. Just like you say, my daughter, my husband, my child, my car, my iPad. This means so much possessiveness. So one who feels this towards Krishna, Ananya Mamata Vishnu. Krishna is mine. My son, more Saka, more Pranapati, Jay Bab, say more Kora Sudabhakti. Kaviraj Goswami says. Who says Krishna is my friend, more Saka. More Putra, my son. More Pranapati, my beloved. Say Kora Sudabhakti. Krishna is one who can say wireless connection is very bad. Ayla,
Yeah.
can you give your phone over here? I think maybe you're too far away.
I'll give another one.
So, one who can say Krishna is mine. Who can say that? Maximum, most people can say, I am Krishna's. Who can say Krishna is mine? This is the symptom of pure love. So one who loves Krishna with this feeling, this is called prema. But one in the stage of prema, pure love of Krishna, they will have even more affection for those things which are used in the service of Krishna. This may seem astonishing. But we can think of some material example. For example, grandfather dies, we go to his house. Everything in that house will remind you of the grandfather. This picture, this was his favorite pot plant. This was his television, which he spent many hours of his life. He watched it. So those things which are related to the beloved, these things are also so dear to the devotee. It's a symptom of prema, pure devotion. Is this your cousin? Can we give her a seat? You can sit there in the back there. Mother. For example, Mother Yasoda. Radha, when Krishna was very thirsty to drink his mother's breast milk, that time Mother Yasoda saw on the stove some milk which was boiling over. So what did she do? She put Krishna on the ground and ran to save the milk. The question comes, does Mother Yasoda love the milk more than Krishna? Radhini Shakti? Definitely. Because our goal is not Krishna, our goal is service to Krishna. That milk will be used for Krishna's happiness, Krishna's service. So she put down Krishna, even though Krishna did not want to be put down. Krishna with his full strength was holding onto his cloth, holding onto his mother's by this, by her hands, by Krishna's legs, like a monkey. Krishna was very strongly holding on to his mother. He did not. But mother knew this milk is for Krishna's service. Why? Mother was thinking, my milk cannot make anything. From mother's milk you cannot make too much. I hope so, yeah. I think so. God, how do I check now?
It has to be if it's live.
Right, okay. Don't put your hand on the camera, barbarian. So, Mother Yasoda, she put down Krishna to save the milk. Why? From this milk I will make rabri, sandesh, burfi, rasgullas, paneer. Many, many things I can make from this milk, and this milk will then be used in the service of Krishna. So devotee love, that which helps, that which is used in the service of Krishna, devotee have so much affection for that thing also. You know? Like if we see a peacock feather on the ground, will we tread on it? No. Why this peacock feather also Krishna loves so much? You know? So this is high symptom of devotion. They love even those things which are used for Krishna's service, they love even more than Krishna. Now, we cannot understand so much. No? So when Krishna saw that mother had gone to save the milk, he became very angry. So he bit with his teeth, he bit his lips, and he went to push that pot of milk over. But that pot of milk was very heavy, maybe 50, 60, 80, 100 liters of milk were there. And this pot was very heavy. Krishna tried to push it over but could not, because mother's affection is there. This mother used these things for Krishna's service, so Krishna has not too much power on that. So, still being angry, he took a stone, a grinding mortar. Before, people would grind spices by hand, no, but now they use the machine. So Krishna took that stone. He did not make a hole in the top of the pot, but he made a hole in the bottom of the pot. No? Then so much pressure, 100 liters of milk, then that yogurt squirted across the room. No? And Krishna very happy to see that. But next minute he became very afraid. Now mother will punish me. She will definitely chastise. Why? Maybe this pot belonged to Mother Yasoda's grandmother. So many hundreds of years in the family. And Krishna has broken. So when Krishna saw that, he ran out of fear. When Mother Yasoda saw that pot, she became very angry. She took it, not very angry, but she took a stick and chased him. So I'm telling this story why? This is a symptom. Devotee who love Krishna will definitely also have so much affection for that which is related to Krishna. No? So that which is related to Krishna is called Krishna's Tadyavastu. No? Sometimes people say, why you worship the cow? What answer we give? Because Krishna loves the cow. For that reason we also give so much respect to the cow. Okay? So, Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param tasmat paratayam devi tadyanam samacharam. The worship of Vishnu is the best worship because he is the source of everything. But that which is related to Krishna, the worship of that thing is also superior. Superior. In simple language, worshipping the paraphernalia of the Supreme Lord is considered superior to worship of the Supreme Lord himself. Because that which is used in Krishna's service will give you also service to Krishna. If I want to cook for Krishna, then I have to use pots, I have to use pans, right? If I want to cook for without those things, I cannot do any service to Krishna. You know? So Krishna has many creations, but some are Krishna's own creation, personal creation. You know? For example, Balaram Prabhu. Right? Have you heard of Balaram Prabhu? I hope so. Right? Sarah, heard Balaram Prabhu? Just say yes. This Krishna's brother, oldest brother, Balaram. Balaram is not even a jiva soul. He is not even a soul. He is Krishna's own personal expansion. So Baladev created from the left side of Krishna's body. Radharani. You've heard of Radharani, right? Okay. Radharani also, Tadyavastu, Krishna's own personal expansion. No? The Swarup Damodar Goswami said, no? Radha Krishna Pranay Vrikati Ladini Shakti Asmat Ekatmanav Apuva Pura Deha Bedam Gato Chaitamakyam Prakatamadona. Swarup Damodar Goswami said. Sri Radha Krishna Pranay. When Krishna was thinking, how can I enjoy? As he thought that, then from the left side of his body, Balaram, comes from right side. Radharani manifested from the left side of Krishna's body. Therefore her name is Radha, one, which comes from Krishna's left side of his body, that is Radha. This is Krishna's personal expansion, personal property. Also Sadashiv. Two forms of Shiva. One is dark complexion, Nilkant, Shankar. But even more intimate than that is Sadashiv. Sada means eternal. He directly also manifests from the left side of Krishna's body. So these things which directly come from Krishna, personal creation, this is called Krishna's Tadyavastu. if somehow in this life we can develop even a shadow of faith in these things, then life can be successful. So we sing every morning, Mahaprasad, Govinde, Nam Brahmani Vaishnave, Swalpa Punyam Patadaja Viswasa Navajayate. That person who has no good activities in previous life, they cannot put special faith in the foodstuffs given to Krishna. Right? Mahaprasad. They think this ordinary food. That means this life and previous life, they never did any good thing. They cannot put faith in those foodstuffs offered to Krishna. So Mahaprasad, Govinde, Nam. There are many sound vibrations, but the name of Krishna, this is Krishna's own creation. Sabda Brahman. Right? That which is spoken about Krishna, and that which is spoken by Krishna. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna's personal creation. Not done by someone, not created by Lord Brahma, not created by material nature. Right? So Mahaprasad, Govinde, Nam, Brahmani, Vaishnava, they're devotees. Of course, devotees many levels. Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam. But the Uttamadikari, they're considered same as Krishna. Uttamadikari. So the Vaishnavas, Mahaprasad, Vrindavan, these all Krishna's personal paraphernalia. Understand, August? Yeah. August. So in this life, we can develop a little bit of faith in these things which are related to Krishna. Our path is clear. So today we are speaking about all this. Why? Today is the Ekadashi Tithi. So this day comes twice a month. So Guru Maharaj would say, actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this day is Krishna. This day, Haimi, which comes twice a month, it's not just any day. Krishna himself has become this day of Ekadashi. Okay? For that reason, it's considered the topmost of all holy days. And we are too much lucky today. Anyway, who could not follow Ekadashi, but still can hear about it, they're also lucky. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur called this day Bhakti Janani, the mother of devotion. Bhakti Janani. Madhav Tithi, the day of Madhav. The one name of Krishna has millions of names. Well, one name of Krishna, Madhav, the husband of the goddess of fortune, Madhav. So Madhav Tithi. This day is Krishna himself. Okay, so mother, even if you don't do anything else for Krishna, nothing, you should make strong promise. I will follow Ekadashi. Okay? If you do nothing else. In fact, Gurudev would say, who does not respect Ekadashi, we cannot even call them devotees of Krishna. So the person who has faith in Ekadashi and follow this like a definition, who is devotee of Krishna and who is not devotee of Krishna. Okay? Do you want to be a devotee of Krishna, mother? Then make a vow, get a tattoo. Do or die, I must do Ekadashi. So powerful. Actually, now people are thinking, come in, only devotees do Ekadashi, but it's not like that. Before the Vedas, everyone must follow Ekadashi. Whether you're a devotee of Shankar, devotee of Ganesh, devotee of the sun god, or even a yogi. Scripture says all categories of persons should follow Ekadashi. Okay, so even if one follows Ekadashi by accident, he gets great result. Like Saddam Hussein. God bless him, wherever he is. He was hanged on the day of Ekadashi. So Guru Maharaj said, even though he was a demon, killed millions of people, still, he was hanged on Ekadashi. And what time they hanged him? 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. No one's going to eat, right? I'm going to get hanged in half an hour, let me quickly fill up. No. So on the day of Ekadashi, he was hanged. That means he fasted. And definitely he must have been, according to his own capacity, Allah Akbar something. So because he died on a holy day, Guru Maharaj said, it must be he gets some good destination. Come in, mother. What's your name? Alison, come in, take a seat. Thank you for coming. You came late. But at least you came. Okay. Did you do Ekadashi today, Alison?
No, I haven't.
Hack off her head. Alison, don't miss again, alright? Hear this class very carefully. So Ekadashi is like defining feature. Who believes in the Supreme Lord, who wants to do some service for Him, and who doesn't. No? So, Ekadashi, one may think Ekadashi is not difficult to follow. No? Of course, there are different ways. According to one's faith and one's capacity, one will follow in different ways. No? But the gold medal Ekadashi, no? The silver medal Ekadashi, and the bronze. So, in this day and age, very few people will follow the gold medal Ekadashi. Ekadashi means 11, but we have 11 senses, right? 5 Gyanindriya means by these senses we get knowledge, like seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, touching. 5 Gyanindriya. I've met you before, haven't I? Hare Krishna. Thank you. What's your name?
Primalata.
Primalata. Thank you for coming.
I just remember being on the boat in Venice, but that was a long time ago.
Thank you for
Sorry
coming.
to interrupt you.
I interrupted everyone. So, we have 5 Gyanindriya. Okay, Anusuya? By these senses we get knowledge. By sight we enjoy form. We have some perception of form, smell, taste, hearing, touch. 5 Gyanindriya. We have 5 Karmindriya. By these 5 Karmindriya we perform action, speech, digestion, hand, leg. No? By hands we do many work, legs we do work. The genital and the old rectum. These are the 5 Karmindriya. And the mind which controls all these 10. We have 10 senses. So generally what people are doing, what is material life? The 5 and these 10 senses and the mind trying to enjoy this world. Right? What are people doing? Eyes enjoying Facebook, ear enjoying some music, some rubbish talk, tongue enjoying some foodstuffs, legs moving here and there, arms doing something. Material life means, Jaime, these 10 senses and the mind trying to enjoy this world. You know? That is not a good way to live your life, because we are not this body. We are not these senses. We are not the mind. Who are we, Jaime? The soul.
Yes.
But nobody is living on the soul platform. Now everything we're doing is for this body. But once a day, twice a month, we should make some special effort. No, these senses on this day not going to this world. On this day, these senses should go to Krishna. So eyes, I should see the deity form. I can read some scripture. You know, by nose, I can smell the flowers offered to Krishna. Tongue, I can chant his names. Right? I can eat the foodstuffs offered to him. Hand, I can touch the devotees. I can do some service. Leg, I can visit the holy places. Do Tulsi Parikram. You know. So in mind, I can remember Krishna. So the gold medal, the real meaning of Ekadashi is not just to eat fried potatoes. The real goal of Ekadashi is my all 11 senses are used for the service of Rishikesh. That is one definition of devotion. What is it? Sarvapari vinirmuktam tat paratatvena nemalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchate. Nice, easy definition of what is devotion. What are we doing? When I forget my material identity. I am lawyer, I am doctor, I am bum, I am drug addict, I am man, I am woman, I am this, I am that. Forget that. And on the spiritual platform, engaging all the senses in the service of Krishna, Rishikesh, that is called bhakti. So, at least this special day, one potency is given by Krishna. Krishna has invested his mercy in this day. If you try, then by Krishna's grace, you can do it. All 11 senses engaged in Krishna's service. That is the gold medal Ekadashi. So on this day, high-class persons, not us, high-class persons, what they do, fully absorbed in no other activity except Krishna bhajan. They do not even eat, drink, or sleep in these 24 hours. Sarah, how you feel? How you going? Some devotees do like that. I've done once. But some devotees like Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Have you heard of him, Sarah? No? Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. You've heard of him? Even the age of 98, 100 years old, all night he would not sleep. All day he would not eat or drink anything. 24 hours, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. Have you heard of him, Ladini Shakti? What? Great friend of Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Prabhupada, great friend. No? He would also all night not sleep. All night, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In previous ages, all would do like that. Yes.
Just adding, we were actually listening to Puri Maharaj today, chanting this
Yeah.
on YouTube.
He would not just chant half an hour, all night he would chant. So this is the gold medal. No eating anything, no giving anything to these senses, only Krishna's service. No? This is the gold medal. In previous age, people had that power. Lord Chaitanya and his associates would also do like that. No? Not eat anything, not drink anything, and all night Hari Kirtan, chanting holy names. Okay, Nasuya? Try a little bit here also. The knee will still be there tomorrow morning. No? So, all night they would chant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 64 main devotees called the 64 Mahants. If you read Narottam Das Thakur's one book, the 64 Mahants would travel everywhere. And they would come to a village. Everyone, tomorrow is Ekadashi. Come. We will teach you how to follow this day. And all night they would chant the holy names. No? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates would also do like that. Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Gadadhar Pandit Srivas, all night would chant. So maybe we do not have that much interest, that much taste, that much power. So for us, the silver medal is recommended. Okay, you cannot fast completely, at least fast till midday. No, that's what we try and do. Gurudev would also give that standard. At least to midday, don't eat or drink anything. No. And those who cannot do, then the bronze medal. Bronze medal means 7 things we can eat on this day, and it's not considered breaking Ekadashi. No. Medicine. If you have to take medicine, then that is also not considered breaking your fast. But one can eat fruits, one can eat roots, one can eat medicinal products, one can eat seeds, anyway, milk products, dairy products. No? Also, sometimes Guru Vaishnav may order you, eat on this day. If you eat following their order, it's not considered breaking Ekadashi. Like when the preachers were leaving, Saraswati Thakur sent some preachers to Germany and England. So when they were going, that day was Ekadashi. So he ordered, bring the prasad from the deities. Because on this day, the deities can eat grains, Krishna can eat grains, but we should not eat. But on this special day, he said, bring the offering of the Ekadashi. And he said, in front of me, take prasad. Grain prasad. Why? He said, because there, every day will be Ekadashi. When you go to England, there will be no chance for Mahaprasad. So there, every day will be Ekadashi. So now you have chance, take. If you believe on Guru, and you eat with that faith, Gurudev has ordered me, then that is also not considered breaking Ekadashi. Okay? So simple language. On today, don't eat grains, don't eat beans. Soya, corn, what else? Rice, bread. Huh? Pasta, of course. Any type of grain or bean, don't eat. Why, Sarah? What will happen? Who's Sarah? There you are. What's your name again?
Alison.
Alison. What happens if you eat grains and beans on Ekadashi? Is she you're a devotee, right? Something? Okay.
No, she's very nice devotee.
Huh?
She's very nice devotee.
She's what?
She's very good devotee. She
Okay.
sings bhajans very nice.
But from this is the last day, you never follow Ekadashi. Make a vow.
Never to break, never to not. I ate the breakfast I ate this morning was not Ekadashi. Since then I've followed Ekadashi. But I didn't realise it was Ekadashi.
Okay. Anyway, make this. Because this day is so pure. This day is Krishna himself. So all sin goes where? Where it goes.
Papa.
Where he goes. So one day sin complained to Krishna. Come on, Krishna. Nobody like me, that is true. But still I am also your creation. So on this day I have no place to hide. No, I have no shelter. So give me some place. So Krishna is very kind to everyone. So he said to sin personified, okay, you can reside in grains. So one who, he may call himself very religious, very pure, very good, but on the day of Ekadashi he eats grains, he is eating every sin. Abortion, cow killing, thieving. Don't want to say these things. But when he eats grains on Ekadashi, he is committing every sinful activity known to man. So please, requesting everyone, take it very, very seriously. So Ekadashi's secondary result, all sin is destroyed. All karma.
So if we offer foodstuffs to Krishna and then it's Mahaprasad,
Still you
then
cannot
it
take.
should be, where does the sin go then? It's Mahaprasad?
Mahaprasad is pure, but still we should not take on Ekadashi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent 16 years in Puri, 18 years in Puri. So because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, everyone was following Ekadashi. Then the pandas of the temple become very worried. If twice a month everyone fasts, what's going to happen to our business? What's 2 out of 30? What's that? 15. Anyway, 6% drop in business. Because on the day of Ekadashi, no one will eat. So the pandas, what did they do? On the day of Ekadashi evening time, they brought so many varieties of Jagannath Prasad. And Jagannath Prasad is literally God's gift to earth. So tasty, so nice, so fragrant. So they offered many, many varieties. So Prasad is always special, but people believe Jagannath Prasad is extra special. It says, Kukarasya Mukhad Brasta. Even Mahaprasad of Jagannath, even a dog eats, and it falls from the mouth of a dog. A Brahmin will pick it up and eat it with full faith. That much they have faith. There's a story they were doing Navadvip Parikram and thousands of pilgrims, so they cooked mountain of rice. Then the dog came and ate some of the rice from the corner of the pile. So generally dog is considered completely unclean, untouchable. So the devotees were what should we do? So they said to Saraswati Thakur, dog has eaten Mahaprasad. Where? Where the dog ate? Here. Where? Here, this corner, there. Saraswati Thakur took a mouthful and ate it. To show Mahaprasad is never contaminated. So with this hope, the Pandits brought many varieties of Jagannath Prasad on the day of Ekadashi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, they were hoping he will eat, then the business will go back to normal. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified this Jagannath Prasad. This Jagannath Prasad rarely achieved even for the demigods. Very rare, very difficult, very special. But what can we do? On the day of Ekadashi, it is forbidden to take Mahaprasad, to take food grains. So what did he do? All night the devotees danced around the Mahaprasad. If that was, we'd be going, Hare Krishna. All night they danced around the Mahaprasad, but no one took one grain. In the morning, when the proper time had passed, then they did pranam to the prasad, then Lord Chaitanya with his own hand distributed. So if there is Mahaprasad, okay, we respect, but we should not take. Next day you can eat. So maybe some new people are here. Try and make this your strong spiritual practice. Twice a month I will fast from food grains. Okay? If you fast completely, that's great. If you cannot, then you'll see how many different things we can take. There's millions of things you can eat, but food grains don't touch. Okay, so I'm hoping maybe 1 or 2 people. Mother, ready? If you follow Ekadashi, then I get benefit. Oh, that guy said do Ekadashi. So you follow, Krishna bless you, then some tax I will also take of that. Because I told you to do it, because of me you're doing, then I also get some benefit from that. No? If you start doing Ekadashi, Mother, you see, your life will become fully auspicious. Fully auspicious. That much it has power. Even if you do by accident, you get result. These, like Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, Prahlad Maharaj, and his question asked how Prahlad was born such a great Jnani Bhakta, such a great devotee. Right, from birth he was hearing. In the womb of his mother he heard from the great Saint Narad for 60,000 years. He was born with perfect devotion. So question comes, last life, what he did. So Srila Gokul Maharaj explained, last life he was a great woman hunter. A great debauchee. Especially there was one prostitute. He was mad for her. So he spent all his money on that prostitute. As they say in the business, no money, no, what is it? No honey, no money, no honey. So Prahlad's all wealth was expended. And it was not Ekadashi, but similar day, Nisringa Chadadasi. He went to the prostitute. She said, no. No money, no honey. He had no wealth. So she rejected him. He was so broken-hearted, so depressed. He went to the forest weeping. And that day was like Ekadashi, fast day. But he did not know, because absorbed in the prostitute. All day, all night, he only wept. He could not eat, he could not sleep. But that day was a fast day, and he did by accident. Next life, he was born with perfect devotion. Next life, facility was made. He could hear from Narad in the womb. He achieved perfection. So these days, even you do by accident, you can get such a great result. So Jaime, imagine if you do with faith, you will get a superior result. No? Like you touch an iron, you touch a fire by accident, you drink poison by accident, the effect will still be there. Fire, poison, medicine. What's in medicine? We don't know. We take, it works. Mantra. What is mantra? We don't know. We chant, but result is there. Fire, poison, what else? Fire, poison, nectar. Uncle Fred puts some vodka in the orange juice. You don't know, you drink. You'll still get the effect. So these are material things, alcohol, poison, medicine. But Krishna's things, you also contact them even without knowledge, the effect will still be there. So Ekadashi, even you do it by accident, you will also get some good result. Okay? Anasuya, try. Make a note. Like we never forget Mother's birthday, right? So in the same way, this Ekadashi like Krishna's birthday, because Krishna appears in this day. So make a note. When is Ekadashi? Oh, don't miss. Okay? So, today, I'd like to tell one history from the Vedic scriptures. The power of Ekadashi. So, India is still called Bharatvarsh, even today. You look on the money next to Mahatma Gandhi on the 500 rupee note, Bharatvarsh. So, in the dynasty of Bharat, there was one king. He was named Ambarish. Great devotee of the Supreme Lord. And great devotee of Ekadashi. Very carefully he would follow. Actually, he was king. He was living in Ujjain, actually, like South India. But he was Chakravarti. Means he was emperor of the entire Bharatvarsh. So he was so keen on Ekadashi, so much faith. On the day before Ekadashi, he would send the citizens. Everybody, tomorrow is Ekadashi. Haribarsh, they call it. Haribarsh. Madhav Titi. Bhakti Janini, the mother of devotion. Everyone be ready. Everyone be ready. So the king was so strict, who would refuse to follow Ekadashi, he would expel them from the kingdom. That much he was, because king is like father. Father have responsibility. So the king would take responsibility of all citizens like father to children. Everyone ready for Ekadashi, so everyone would be announced, and the king himself on the day before Ekadashi, he would give up his kingdom and he would travel to Vrindavan. August, been to Vrindavan?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Book a ticket, come.
Yeah.
Topmost holy place. You go there, your whole life will change. So,
I'm feeling, yeah.
look at Purushottam, who
I
can
know.
even recognize him?
That's what I'm scared of.
Don't be scared, look how his life became like gold. No,
True.
that is the power of the holy places. No? Have you been, Alison? You've been. So these Krishna left these holy places, also Krishna's Tadyavastu. He left them for us. If you go there, Ek rati nivasanam hari bhakti prajayati. You spend even one night, you even sleep one night in Mathura. You are guaranteed devotion. It's promised you will never see the womb of a mother again. If you even one night by accident, you stay there. So he would give up his kingdom, he would travel to Madhuvan, Vrindavan, Mathura Mandal, 12 main forests. So one of the main forests, Madhuvan. Have you been there, Ladini? What? Try and come. Why not? Any great obstacle? Or
I've been to Mayapur many times.
still, Vrindavan is Vrindavan. If you get a chance to come. Today, Madhuvan. Madhu means honey, nectar. No. Why? Krishna lives there. No, he is. That is one reason. The gopis live there. Krishna was drinking the nectar of the gopis' lips, the gopis' lotus face, the gopis' affection. Madhuvan. So the king would live there. Give up all his opulence and on the Ekadashi day go and spend the Ekadashi day in holy place. And surrounded by sadhus, devotees, Vaishnavas, all night would hear katha, would chant the holy names without eating or drinking. So Savai Mana Krishna Padada Vindo. So sometimes we speak these things and go, well, what I'm doing all day, Ekadashi, what I did all day, headache, big headache, then little Facebook. So sometimes if we don't follow, but we speak this thing, then a feeling will come. I should follow this properly. So that's why it's so important to hear this. No? So the king on Ekadashi, he would not eat, drink anything all day, chanting. Savai Mana Krishna Padada Vindayo. His mind, he would remember Krishna. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvano. Vachan. With his voice, he would speak Krishna's name, form, qualities, activities. August, what do you speak about all day?
I don't know.
Just rubbish, right?
Yeah. Useless things,
Yes,
yeah.
well, at the time of death, how will any of those things help you?
Nah, I'll just be dead.
Not dead, August, the soul never dies.
Yeah, that's true.
So where are you going to go?
I hope into the universe.
You're going down.
Don't say that. I always tell him that's the one thing I'm scared of, going down, yeah.
Everyone should be scared of that. Who wants to go down to hell? You want to go to hell?
No, thanks.
Well, you're booking a one-way ticket the way you're going at the moment. You're not vegetarian, are you, right?
Nah.
So that's a one-way ticket, business class.
I'm getting there.
Getting there, how old are you?
I'm 21, but I've cut out red meat. But I can't give up chicken, it's just not...
All meat is red. There's blood in every meat. There's no such thing as red, white meat. No. Anyway, take some improvement. Anyway, go for the gold medal. Okay, you start doing Ekadashi, it will change your heart and might purify you. Now, even if we want to change, we can't because we have so many bad habits, bad impressions. But these days of Ekadashi, they give you so much strength. They give you the power to change. Okay, you missed today, but next week ring him. No? So, his mind thinking of Krishna. No? His voice, he always speaking about Krishna. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvana. Kara Harir Mandir Amajanaru. Kara means hand, right? With his hand, he's cleaning, even though he's king, right? King. He could pay some chamcha. You do this. No, with his own hand, he's cleaning the temple, washing the pots, preparing, cooking for Krishna. He's king, but I am servant. Then, in this way, all his senses he used for Krishna's service. His ears for hearing about, his legs for walking to the holy places. You use your legs for football, right?
I don't play football.
Okay, good for you. But the king would use his legs also for walking to the holy places. Parikram of Tulsi, parikram of the deities. If you go temple right, you walk around this parikram. So he used his body also for He used his head to bow to the Lord, to bow to the devotees, the saints. He used his nose to smell the flowers offered to Krishna. His tongue to chant, to taste the tulsi leaves offered to the Lord. In this way he used all his senses for Krishna's service. And all night. Have you ever done it? Anyone stayed awake all night chanting? A few times I've done it. Really, morning time you feel one happiness, one ecstasy. Of course, next day don't do it if you have a job the next day. Some devotees do. No? At least we should try once, twice a year also, all night, or one gathered together, one happiness is there also. So king, he gave that example. No? Then there's some rules for Ekadashi. So next day we have to be very careful. No? It's calculated according to the sunrise. So what time sunrise, that time you have to break your fast. That's called paran. If you don't break your fast in the proper time, then you lose the result of Ekadashi. So fasting is one thing, but you have to also look what time I should break my fast. No? So the king, many guests, we should not eat before the guests, right? So the king, many guests were there, many brahmanas, many sadhus, just ordinary people. The king arranged, everyone was served very nice, because all day fasting, then people too much happy to eat. So king making all arrangements for the service of his guests and the devotees. Then the king himself, after everyone had eaten, generally in Hindu culture, the lady, the mother, she eats last. Why? I said the house where the woman follows that rule, this house never have any shortage. Your mother does? Anyway, you see Didi, no matter how many hundreds of people eat, always last. No? This is one sign of Lakshmi. No? So lady who can do that, in this house never have any shortages. So anyway, so king, everyone finished, he just about to eat, just about to break the fast, when a great yogi came, Durvasa Rishi. Have you heard of Durvasa Rishi?
No.
Oh gosh, what are you doing? Famous, partial incarnation of Mahadev. Anusuriya, right? Anusuriya, this is your history. You know the history of Anusuriya? Wow, we're going to tell it to you tonight. How funny, I never thought this would come. Anusuriya, her wife, don't get any ideas. Well, who is Anusuriya's husband? Augusta Rishi. Right? Don't get any ideas, August. Anyway, Anusuriya's wife was the great saint Augusta Rishi. Am I right, Ladini? August?
Is it Atri?
Atri Rishi, sorry, you're saved. Anusuriya, saved at the bell. Atri Rishi, yes, thank you. So, one day Narad Muni was talking and Lakshmi was listening, Parvati was listening, and the wife of Brahma, Saraswati, was listening. And Narad Muni always making some trouble everywhere. No? Narad Muni likes to make some quarrel, some fight. Then some glories come of Krishna or something. No? But don't try this at home unless you're expert. So Narad Muni was glorifying, Anusuriya, so chaste. Most chaste woman in the universe, so high class woman. Then these other three ladies, Saraswati, Parvati and Lakshmi, what is this? This is human woman. And we are devas, devis, like demigoddesses. How can a human being be more than us? So what happens when the wife has some problem? She passes it to the husband. So the three women said to the husband, you have to save our reputation. How could a human being be more than us? So they said, you break her chastity. You break her chastity. So Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu were not too much eager. Come on, this will be trouble. But when wife puts on the hard word, even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh have to bow. So they went in disguise as beggars. Bhavatim bhiksham dehi. Oh mother, give some donation. So her husband was not there. Atri Rishi was doing some austerities. So Anusuriya said, yes, what do you want? Give us some donation. But promise us you will give us according to what we want. Yes, what you need, I promise I will give you. We do not just want dal and rice and vegetables. You have to give us being completely naked. That is the condition. Anusuriya was like, just wait a second. She went to her husband and told everything. Husband meditated. These are not ordinary beggars. This is Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu come in disguise. But chaste wife have all power, all knowledge. So she understood. She went to those three. I will give you a donation as you demand, but on one condition: you come as small children. Because mother is naked before her children, no one will say this is unchaste lady. So Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva were trapped. They became small babies, and Atri, Devi, she became like their mother. And long time Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati waiting, but husband not returned. Then they came. Oh mother, they said, oh mother-in-law, oh mother-in-law. She said, why am I your mother-in-law? Then they said, because you are the mother of our husbands. No? Who are we? I am Lakshmi, this is Saraswati, this is Gayatri or something. No? So, what do you want? Please give our husbands back. Then Anasuya said, okay, I will give your husbands back, but in one form they will stay with me. So baby Vishnu became Chandra. No, Dattatreya. Baby Vishnu became Dattatreya. In 11th canto, his instructions are there. The Avadut Brahman, this is Dattatreya. No? And baby Brahma became Chandra. And baby Shiva became Durvasa. Okay, so Durvasa, wonderful personality. He is actually a devotee of the Supreme Lord, but he acted in such a way to cause the glories of the Supreme Lord to manifest. So Durvasa, Shiva. Shiva means great, Mahayogi, also easily pleased, but if you make him angry, you're going to have a bad day. No? Easily pleased, but you make him angry, you're in trouble. So Durvasa came. Just when the king was about to break his fast, Durvasa Rishi came, great yogi. Oh king, the king asked, oh please Maharaj, you take prasad, break your fast. Then the king said, how can I eat without doing my Gayatri, without taking bath? So, I will go and take bath in Yamuna, when I come back I will eat. So the king was waiting for him. You cannot eat before a guest, right? The king was waiting. Durvasa Rishi went to the nearby Yamuna and took bath, but his bath was long time. No, because of some meditation he's doing. Then time came. Soon the time for breaking the fast will be finished. If I do not break the fast, my Ekadashi will be broken. If my Ekadashi is broken, I lose devotion. My devotion will be destroyed, affected. What should I do? No. So who advice he will take? So the king took advice from the Vaishnavas. Not ordinary Brahmanas, Vaishnavas. No? Because this world is two rules. One is ordinary rules, and one is Vashisht, special rules. No? The ordinary rule is don't speed. But for example, you're driving, your wife's about to give birth and you're driving to the hospital, you can speed, no one will give you a ticket. Special rule. So Vaishnavas know all the intricacies of the scriptures. Sometimes scriptures give conflicting information, but only an expert person knows how to reconcile everything. So the Vaishnavas say, king, you take some water which is offered at the feet of Krishna. This is called Charanamrita. Then you break your fast, but you still don't eat anything. No? So the king took their advice. Some water he offered to Krishna. He drank that 3 drops, I think. Then Durvasa Rishi knows everything past, present, future. Immediately become very angry. King, you nonsense! You have disrespected me by eating before me. I will destroy you. I will finish you. So being angry, he ripped from his head a dreadlock. He cast it on the ground, became a huge demon. The creation of Shankar. Shankar is the destroyer. So one huge demon. What was the name? Kritiraksha? Some name was there. Yes, master, how can I serve you? Finish the king. This huge fire demon came to burn the king. King was completely fearless. Why, Anasuya? No one can kill the body. So the king was on that level. Spiritual realization. What did I say? No one can kill the soul. Soul can never be killed. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Ladini Shakti, what does Krishna say? 2nd chapter? Nahanyate. Soul cannot be chopped, burnt, dried, or moistened. Soul cannot be wet, drowned, cannot be burnt, cannot be dried. Pavakaha cannot be dried by wind, cannot be cut by any weapon. Soul is ama aja ama, immortal. Soul is not killed when this body is killed. August, who are you?
Soul.
Are you?
I hope so.
The soul eat chicken?
You caught me there.
Humble guy. You're a humble guy. Some hope is there for you. Humble guy. This is main qualification. No? Little humility, person can go up so fast. No? Like Purushottam, pretty stupid guy, but look at him. Because humble.
He's still stupid.
No, this is qualification. This is all of our qualification. We are all useless mostly. A little humble, then you can go up. No? So king, no fear. No, he knows I'm not the body, I cannot be killed. No? Also he knows Krishna protect me. No, Krishna Rakamarake, who Krishna protects, no one can kill. And Krishna wants to kill, who will protect you? Nowhere to hide. So king was completely fearless. No? If that was us, hey Bhagavan, save my bacon, save me. This would not be considered a fault also. Rupa Goswami said, Anya bilasita sunya. If some emergency situation, you pray to Krishna for protection, it's not a fault. But the king not even did that. What will happen will happen. Complete fearless. No? So the king not took any care for his own protection, but Krishna takes care. So Krishna sent his ultimate weapon, that is the Sudarshan Chakra, some call Vaishnavastra, the weapon. No? With this he always protects the devotees. Who's protecting you, August?
Someone up there.
Who? What's his name?
Krishna, clearly. Yeah.
Try and know, what does God look like? What's his name, form?
He's just there.
But he also has an existence. He has a direct personal form, personal name, personal activities. Human form is chance to learn all this. Okay? Nice. You will learn. So Krishna sent his weapon, the Sudarshan Chakra, that burnt the fire demon to ashes. Then the Sudarshan Chakras went for Durvasa Rishi. Menu, what is it? Entree was the fire demon, main course Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa Rishi became full of fear. He began running. Yogi means can run the speed of the mind. So fast. So fast he ran. He ran everywhere in the creation, everywhere in the universe, the 14 planetary systems. He ran. But everywhere he went in the rear vision mirror, what did he see? Sudarshan Chakra. No? Lightly grilling him from behind. Could not kill him. Why? Because the king was praying, oh Krishna, protect my guest. No? Protect the yogi. For that reason, Krishna could not finish him, but give him a little toasting. No? But not kill him, because the king was praying, don't kill my guest, please protect him. So kind. Someone came to kill you, what would you do? Stitching time saves nine, right? Do unto others before they do unto you. But the king was so generous-hearted. No? Save him, save him. For that reason, Krishna could not kill him. 1 year that yogi ran in the entire creation. Finally thought, who will save me? Who will save me? He went to Brahma, Lord Brahma, the creator. Hey, Baba, save me. Raksho Saranam. Save me, protect me. You are the creator of the universe. Brahmaji looked in the hole. What do they call these holes in the door? I cannot help you. Why? This is the Supreme Lord's weapon. What can I cannot do anything before that. So he ran to the planet of Lord Shiva. Save me, Father, save me. Shiva said, I cannot do anything. Supreme Lord, when he destroys the universe just by moving his eyebrows. No, imagine his power, his potency. I cannot do anything. I cannot help you. Who will help me? Supreme Lord will help me, he thought. This weapon belongs to Lord Narayan, okay? Krishna. Lord Narayan. Narayan. Nara means souls. Who gives shelter to all souls, that's Narayan. Narayan will save me. He is Jagadishwar, the Lord of the universe. Jagadatma. He's the Lord of all souls. So he ran to Lord Narayan. Pahi mam, save me, save me. What did Lord Narayan say? I cannot help you. Aham bhakta paradano hi aswat tantri vaduja sadube grasta ridayo bhakter bhakta janapriya sadunam ridayam mayam sadunam ridayam tvayam manyan anyat te manaj naham tenya jananapi. I cannot save you. I am not independent. Durvasa become what? You are the Supreme Lord. You are the. If anyone is independent, you are. Right? Did Krishna need your permission to create? To destroy? Krishna don't need anyone's permission to do anything. Even what is impossible, he just desires, it happens. So Krishna is really the supreme independent person. No? But Krishna said, I am not independent. I am dependent on my devotee. I do not belong to myself, I belong to my devotee. Imagine. I am not independent. Ahami swatantri vaduja. Sadhube grasa. I am controlled by the love of the devotee. I cannot act against them. I cannot do anything without their permission. I don't know anything else except the devotee. And the devotee of Krishna knows nothing else except me. So I cannot help. Who will help me? If Bhagavan can't help me, who will help me? The devotee will help me. So Durvasa came back to the earth planet and fell at the feet of Durvasa Rishi and offered prayers. Then Durvasa Rishi said, then Ambarish said what? Hey Bhagavan, if I ever have any good sukriti, you know sukriti? Okay, by doing a spiritual activity you get some credit. It's never destroyed. Like you fast on Ekadashi, you take some prasad, you hear about Krishna, you chant his name, you visit the holy places, you serve some devotee of Krishna, this you get sukriti. Right? Who said that?
Pious activities.
Not even that. Pious activities, you get handsome, you get good body, happy marriage life, good job, wealth comes easily. But this type of pious activity is superior even to that. Because when you finish your good stuff, you have to go back to zero again. But this agyat sukriti, bhakti unmukh sukriti, never destroyed, never lost, never finished. No. Maybe you have some because tonight you could come. He invited many friends, all had millions of excuses. But something brought you. What brought you? No, something you've done previous life. That is dragging you. That is dragging, called sukriti. So the king said, hey Krishna, if I have any good sukriti from chanting, from serving Gurudev, from serving the Vaishnavas, from hearing, from performing, if I did any good thing, I give to him. Imagine. Everything I have good, I give to him. Don't kill him. Protect him. Then Ambarish prayed and the Sudarshan Chakra went away. Then Durvasa was watching. Imagine how Durvasa felt. I tried to kill him and he prayed to save me. So Durvasa said, Aho Ananta Dasana. Today I have seen the glories of the devotees of the Supreme Lord. I tried to kill him and he prayed for my good. He prayed for my auspiciousness. So this is one story. Then Durvasa Rishi is so much glorifying Ambarish. I thought he was a king, a materialist, and I was a great yogi, but I see my power is nothing compared to his. Right? When the Sudarshan Chakra came for the yogi, what was he doing? It's Armageddon. Armageddon out of here. He ran for his life because he thinks I am this body. But Ambarish Maharaj was completely unafraid of death. So the yogi realized this king generally means money, women, material things. I misunderstood him. I could not understand his position. He controlled the Supreme Lord. Okay, we've just finished tonight. How can someone control the Supreme Lord? What's your cousin's name?
Arundhati.
Huh?
Arundhati.
Arundhati. So nice names. Anusurya, Arundhati, these are famous chase ladies. Arundhati. What was I going to say to her? Something important.
How do you...
Right. How can someone control God? By love. No. Possible. No. I heard a story. In the beginning of the Second World War, Russia sent an ambassador to see Winston Churchill. Have you heard the story?
You too.
Tell the same stories all the time. Right? So he came, and the secretary said, just wait, he's a little busy, just wait. Finally thought, what's going on in there? So he opened the door, and Winston Churchill's grandson was riding him like a horse. Giddy up, giddy up. And he was laughing so much, Winston Churchill laughing. How possible Winston Churchill, Prime Minister of England, pretty much the most powerful man in the world, almost, but controlled by the affection of his grandson. So Krishna is like that, unlimited. Unlimited, fully independent. But you fully surrender yourself, give everything to Krishna, Krishna will give himself fully to you. So Krishna becomes the property of his devotee. No? Therefore we say, always be careful. No? Even you offend Krishna directly, not so much problem is there. No? Tumasthana parada nahiko ahan. But you offend Krishna's devotee, you will lose everything. No? So today's Ekadashi, those who missed out, Anasuya, mark the calendar, get the tattoo. Don't miss Ekadashi. Even in this life you don't do too much spiritual practice, but this thing don't miss. It's so powerful. Even if you just do Ekadashi, you watch. In your life, everything else will follow behind. Everything else will come. No? It's considered the most powerful. One of the 64 limbs of devotion. Even one who doesn't chant, but does Ekadashi, the tendency to chant the holy name will come in them by the grace of Ekadashi. So does anyone have any questions? What's your name again? Alison. Any question? Don't miss again, right? Don't miss. Guru Maharaj said one time, every sinful activity, you can be purified by some prayaschitta, right? If you kill a cow, if you kill a Brahmin, you steal gold. Right, I don't want to keep going. But all these great, great sins, you can be purified. But the sin of missing Ekadashi is so great, there's no way of purification. It's so serious. Yes, sir. I should have told you. You're thinking, why didn't you tell me this yesterday?
It's alright. It's a simple
It's
one.
not alright. It's very sad. You missed Ekadashi.
Why were we put here then, in this world? Does he love this world, or why are we here?
You're the
Why
soul, right?
Yeah, we're a soul, so why are we here in this form?
Do you belong here?
No, clearly not.
So what are you doing here?
That's what I'm asking. Like, why are we even here? Why are we not somewhere else?
Why are you not in the kingdom of God, the spiritual
Or,
world?
yeah, somewhere on that level. Why are we here in this material world?
Soul belongs not in the spiritual material world. Soul belongs in the spiritual world. So what did you do to come here? How did you screw up? What was your crime?
So would I have screwed up there? No.
Why are you here? The government also makes a prison house, right?
Yeah.
Who goes to the prison?
The criminals.
Right. So this material world is like a prison. It is a prison house. In Sanskrit, they call Durga Dham, the abode of Durga. Durga means prison. So why are you in the prison house?
Must have committed a crime.
What's the crime?
I don't know.
Krishna has given all souls one jewel, the jewel of independence. The spiritual world we call Vaikuntha, there's no chain gangs there. Love Krishna! Chant his names! Everyone is happily doing free will. They love him. So love means free will. So Krishna has given everyone a choice. For the souls who do not want to serve him, where do they go?
Yeah.
London. Yeah. We are very foolish. No, we think this world is enjoyment. This world is not a place of enjoyment. This world is a place of rectification. If we can see it like this, then you can live properly here. This is not my home. This is a place of learning. And what have we come to learn? Service to Krishna. Okay? When the Zek, in Russian, the prisoner, when he realizes his mistake, then he can be rectified, he can be released. But until that time he does not admit his error, he will stay there. Right? That's why Krishna says, Bahuja manamanti gyanavam mam prapadente vasudev sarvamiti samahatma sadulabha. After many, many lifetimes, when his knowledge is perfect, then he says, Vasudevati sarvam. One name of Bhagavan is Vasudev. Vasudevati sarvam. Krishna is everything. But samahatma sadulabha. But such a great soul is very rare. Start to read. This is an educational movement.
I have another question.
Sure.
So
Do you understand the answer to the first one?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Because I've committed a sin.
You forgot Krishna.
Yeah, I forgot Krishna.
You're still forgetting Krishna.
Yeah, I am. I won't lie. Some days I do remember him, but it's not
The
every
cause of bondage is forgetfulness.
day. Yeah.
And therefore the cause of liberation is
Love for Krishna.
remembering him.
Oh.
If you love someone, you remember them naturally. Right. So try to develop your Krishna consciousness. So this is nice. Main way is by hearing. Okay, become vegetarian. It's not so hard. I become vegetarian. Everyone knows he was born vegetarian, right? Put up your hand who was born vegetarian. No one. All of us heard. Oh my God, this is bad. Stop. Okay, if he can do it, anyone, jeez, man. Look,
Nah, that's a very good exhibit. Like, exhibit
yes. What's your second question?
So I like how Islam has a few stories, and like I really like resonate with Islam
Sure.
more than Hinduism, even though my family's all Hindu.
Okay,
They've got something like a judgment day where it all ends and all.
right.
Is there something similar?
No.
Or no?
The creation's eternal.
Fair enough. As in, like, even on this world, like.
Even this world. This world's eternal. It comes and goes, but it's always here. The soul's eternal. How long have you been here?
21 years.
Eternally.
Oh.
Where were you before this body?
Huh?
Before this body, where were you? The soul.
Here.
You existed. Don't think before this body you had no existence.
Yeah.
That's little fault of Islam. No, they cannot understand it. They think eternal means no end, but eternal means no beginning. That is the Sanatan. So don't think you began. The soul did not begin with this body. Before this body, you existed. Like now, I'm meeting you for the first time. Doesn't mean before I met you, you didn't exist, right?
Yeah.
So Islam have that little misunderstanding. So we believe that the soul was there before this body, and when this body is finished, the soul will continue to exist. And where will the soul go when this body is finished?
Hopefully up. No?
You'll go where you deserve to go.
Okay.
If you deserve to go down, how are you going to go up?
Yeah. So even in Islam, they've got like hellfire, right? When you go down, and there's ways you can get out of hellfire.
How?
You either you've got to like accept what you've done, and you serve it, depending on how bad it was.
We do not believe hell is eternal. That's
Okay.
another difference between Islam and us.
Okay.
How for a temporary sinful activity you can go to hell for eternity? Doesn't make sense.
I think I'm not sure though, because obviously I'm not
Uh-huh.
Muslim, but like they have things as well where like if it's not too bad, you do have that opportunity to go up again. But
Anyway, still,
yeah,
hell is not eternal. We do not accept it. Hell is eternal. No? And they're eating meat. That means they're all going to hell. Do animals have soul? Think about it.
yeah.
Have you been to a funeral?
Yeah.
Whose?
It's just a family friend.
Alright.
Yeah.
Did you see them in the coffin?
No.
Oh. Have you seen a dead body?
No.
I'll show you. Come. If you see a dead body, no. I remember my mother's funeral. I was 10. I went there and I was like, if this is the body, why everyone crying? No, I couldn't understand. No.
So when did you start your journey on this?
Bit late.
Yeah.
21, started taking things seriously. 21. Don't be like me. You're 21 now, right?
I'm 21 now.
Better late than never. But everyone goes to a funeral. If we're the person's the body, why is everyone crying in a funeral? Because the feeling is the person I loved is not there. The soul, right? The soul is gone. That's why everyone's weeping at a funeral. So that soul is eternal. Where's it gone? To another body. Do trees have a body? Soul, sorry. Do trees have a soul?
No.
Think carefully. Why not?
But they do because
They take birth.
Yeah.
They grow. They produce babies. They become old. They decline and die, just like us. Consciousness is there. If you play AC/DC to tomato, he shrinks. You play classical music, he grows.
So
Plants.
is it like reincarnation then? Is
Of
that-
course.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Do animals have soul?
Yeah.
Why are you eating them? If you keep eating animals, what's going to happen to your next life? Where are you going to go? Right? Someone has to take birth as a chicken. Who's going to do it?
Don't be a chicken. Yeah?
I don't want to be a chicken.
So you keep you're causing so much pain and suffering to the chickens. Where are you going to go next life? That is Allah's justice, right? You go there.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. Okay. Yes, sir.
About this judgment, but after that, in the Vedic culture, we also go on the
We go, yes, that is true.
Yamaraj.
Have you heard of Yamaraj? What do you call him in Tamil?
Yamaraj.
Yamaraj, that's easy, isn't it? Yeah, we believe there's a judgment, like at the time of death. Ordinary persons, they go there, and he looks all your good and bad activities, and he gives you your next body.
Chitragupta check your database.
Chitragupta. At the time of death, you see your life flash before your eyes. That's Yamaraja's assistant, Chitragupta. Everything you've done, smile, smile. So at the time of death, you see that. So they give, but this is like, so you'll get a next body. We are trying to escape from birth and death. Right, you interested in that? Freedom from birth and death?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, then don't worry. Then there are some practices you can start. What is unfavorable to achieve my goal, I should try to give up. And what will help me, I should accept. Like you want to become a footballer, some things I should give up, some things I should accept. So you want to practice spiritual life? Same way. Chicken, bad. No? So we don't, for example, we don't drink, we believe all intoxication is bad. Even cigarettes, ganja, alcohol, because it makes you mad, confuses the mind. If mind is bewildered, you can't control yourself, right? So intoxication, meat eating, that's violence, no? Should be the friend of everyone. What else?
Illicit sex.
Illicit sex, right? Okay, if you cannot control yourself, then be with one woman. Take her full responsibility for her, take care. This is called marriage, right? Then produce good children, take care of them. Don't be like a dog on the street. And don't gamble. What you have, just be happy. So these 4 things will, like a platform of spiritual life. Ready? Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, just hear. Don't worry. When I first heard all this, it's like, my God. But heart will, by following some like this Ekadashi and hearing and associating, and that heart will be purified. Now, even if you want to change, you can't, because you're bound strongly by all your past habits. But spiritual life purifies you, and then you can give them up easily. No? What a great guy. Some hope is there. When I first met Purushottam, I was thinking, he'll never be a devotee.
I'm not
Really?
surprised.
Impossible. I thought, this is mission impossible. But Krishna have unlimited power. No? Anyone surrender to him. Anyone. He purifies. Even Purushottam. Any questions from anyone? Mother, when are you ready to give up the chicken? Huh? These are horrible things. No benefit to anyone, right? No benefit.
Do you need to have dairy products if you're...
We take dairy products.
Do you have to?
Don't have to. Main thing should be vegetarian. It should not have a face. No face, good. Right. And we believe, because everything is the creation of God, everything you eat, you should offer to him first. You'll learn everything, don't worry. Okay, any questions more? Any from the new people? Jaime, any question? Okay, Monkey is also vegan. It's not enough. Let's try and look a bit more higher vision, no? Okay, take it. Yes? Yes, sir? What a great audience. Couldn't imagine so many nice people will come.
If I was like already know about Ekadashi and I was conscious and I break Ekadashi
Right.
in the past, I know that is Ekadashi, but okay, I have to eat. So everything was this reaction to come to me in this life.
Anyway, you made mistake, but mistake should not become habit. No? Krishna's not a stone. So someone make mistake, he forgive, but that should not become a habit. No? Okay, Alison, anything else? Take care. Do you want to sing more? Who can play mridanga? Can your wife play? Oh, great. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna.